Yes, yes, Zaga. Yaga. Yaga, yeah. You know the vibes you're rocking out with your show. Time sizzle. I am the source. Man, good evening. Well, let me throw this up here, man. It's time to get the creative juices flowing, right? I want to say this in regards to stuff that's going on, right? All right, I'm gonna throw this up there. I'm surprised we ain't get more videos on this. But yeah, you see what I got up, right? I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I want to be clear on this, right? 160, yes, allegedly offered to Conor McGregor for a rematch fight with Floyd Mayweather. 160. 160. You see that? This is all alleged, though, right? But I only say that to say this, and I want y'all to catch this sauce, right? They don't even want to give Terrence Crawford 30 million, 25, 20, whatever he asking for quote unquote the biggest fight in boxing. But yet the offer was made to the MMA guy of 160 million. Pay attention to the game, man, and the narratives that get pushed on us. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. How was this, the Spence Crawford fight, the biggest fight in boxing, but yet a Mayweather offer is given out to Conor McGregor for an exhibition fight? That's because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an exhibition of 160 million. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, we got people debating constant thumbnails day in and day out, speaking on the Spence Crawford fight. What happened? What happened? What are you doing? Why? Why are you guys fighting? Stop fighting. Yeah, see, back to reality. They was going for a while. Now it's back to reality. You see? Fighting over nothing. But yes, back to what I was saying. Um, how do you have this type of money for the rematch for these guys, right? But the biggest fight in boxing, a man can't get 20 million, 30 million, 25, whatever he's asking for. But yet you got 160 being offered to Conor McGregor. To the game been rigged. YouTube narrative content creators been in the way with their false narratives and overhyping of certain stuff and misreporting of certain things. And it shows now, man. It shows. Like I was gonna wait to do this video tomorrow. Right? I was gonna wait to do this tomorrow after I seen this post. I was like, nah, I can't sit on that, man. I can't sit on that. I was like, I gotta put this out there in the atmosphere, shake it up. And now watch how people follow suits. And you mean to tell me you have 160 million to give an MMA fighter, but you don't have 20, 25, 30 million to give to the biggest fight in boxing? The biggest fight in boxing, right? And that's what you see, the constant narratives, the videos, the thumbnails that this, Spence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. Hopefully y'all are catching my sauce tonight, you know, Saturday night. Hopefully y'all are catching it, man. But yeah, they have 160 million allegedly to pay Conor McGregor, but yet for the biggest fight in boxing, Bud Crawford is outpricing himself, asking for 30 million, 25 million, 20 million. Doesn't make any sense, right? But it does make a lot of sense. Shout out to World Combat Sports. It makes a lot of sense because when you think about it, the game is rigged. It's rigged, man. And the people, that's why I always try to tell you when it comes to YouTube and YouTube reporting and people hyping stuff up on YouTube, it's a small decimal in the game, in the industry. Because here you have all countless channels debating, speaking on Crawford Spence day in and day out. But yet Terrence Crawford is pricing himself out, asking for 30 million, 20 million, 25 million. But yet an offer is made for Conor McGregor and giving him 160. Yes, 160, allegedly. 160 to rematch Floyd Mayweather in the Middle East. But yet Bud Crawford is outpricing himself, asking for 25, 30 million and quote unquote the biggest fight in boxing. Does that make any sense? See, either the narrative that's being pushed on this for years and years isn't correct, or this really isn't the biggest fight in boxing. Because if an exhibition fight can garner Conor McGregor to get that type of money, why can't the biggest fight in boxing just say both of them got 30 million, right? Right? 30 million. That's only 60 million. They offered this man 160 million. I'm gonna keep drilling this into the minds of the ones that's vibing with this tonight and the ones that's gonna play it back. Does that make any sense? Just say both Spence and Crawford got a guaranteed 30 million apiece for the fight. They still come up 100 million short combined of what allegedly they offered this man for the rematch, an exhibition fight with Floyd. But yet the biggest fight in boxing, like I said, these are all hypothetical numbers. If both of them got 30 million, they will still come up 100 M short of what they are willing to pay for an exhibition fight. But Crawford Spence is the biggest fight in boxing. Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce tonight, man. Hopefully y'all catching the sauce. Yes, the inmates are back. I had a good day. They was gone. They arrived. They're fed, and they're fighting already. So I had to go in there and break up a fight. You know, they are back home. Saturday night, if you hear the fireworks going off, yeah, people are already July 4thing it up right now. Um, it's the second, but it'll be fireworks going throughout the whole week. Probably up until next week. You're gonna hear a lot of firework action. I myself, we don't really have no plans. Probably a cookout, typical barbecue. Go get some meat, and things of that nature. But yes, riddle me that, man. How do you have 160 million for an MMA guy, right? You don't even have 20, 30, 25 million for the biggest fight in boxing. I don't know, man. Maybe I just overthink stuff, or maybe my creative content flow was just a little different. Because when I seen this, I said, man, I know the videos are going to run for this. The videos are going to run for this, especially after all the videos and thumbnails about Terrence Crawford asking for too much money. But yet they're willing to give a buck 60, a buck 60 for an exhibition fight. Now, my percentage might be a little off, right? Uh, Terrence Crawford's not asking for a half of what y'all willing to give this guy. He's not even asking for half. Half will be 80, right? You see, my math would be a little off, but half will be 80 million, right? If he asks for 80 million for the Spence fight, that's half of what you allegedly offered for an exhibition fight against Floyd. See, Floyd is the king manipulator in this whole thing. See, Floyd did this for a reason, to show you that uh, the boxers today, they're not big. They're not really getting money. Let's speak on that a little bit right now. That's why he did this. That's why he did this. That's why this has come out, and because he's showing you. Terrence Crawford asked for between 30 and 20 million for a fight. And you had all the thumbnails that he's pricing himself out, take what you can get, and yada yada yada. But yet, look at this: 160 is offered to the MMA guy, the MMA guy. But the biggest fight in boxing can't even get a third of that. Go figure, man. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense, man? Hopefully, y'all are catching my sauce tonight. Hopefully, y'all are catching it, because that's crazy, man. That they have 160 million to give Conor McGregor, but yet they don't have 25 between 20 and 30 million for the biggest fight in boxing. I'm gonna keep pushing that narrative for y'all, man, because I want that to stick in your head. Like, what's really going on in the game? Do they really want this fight to happen? Do they want this fight to happen with Terrence and Spence? Do they want this fight to happen? Is this really the biggest fight in boxing? You know? I had a kid-free day today, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. Only kid I had today was Daffodil. Daffy. Now Daffy's in the room with her sisters. Facts of life, World Combat. Yes, man. It really is, man. Like, shout out to World Combat Sports. I seen his post early on IG, and I wanted to do my video, but I was free. I was kid free, man. I was like, I haven't had a kid free day. I don't know how long, man, since I had kids, right? So I lived it up a little bit today, man. But when I seen his post, I wanted to do the video then. I was gonna do back to back videos, but when I shut down my first live stream, man, I hit the streets, man. I hit the streets. I was like, yo, you know that song? I live the street now. I hit the streets, man. I was riding and just living it up, man. I felt like a single man today, man, No kids. I was riding, man, up and down the boulevard, you know, having a good time, you know. No kids. I didn't have my kids with me, man. I really felt like jumping on the train, heading out to Manhattan, but I was like, nah, I'll just keep it local. I'll keep it local. But yeah, I want to come on and speak on this earlier. When I see it, I say, yo, why isn't this is what needs to be talked about. If they are willing to give this guy 160 million, right? But the biggest fight in boxing, like I just said, man, just say both of these guys got 40 million apiece. That's 80 million. They willing to give this man by himself 160. See, Floyd is fucking the game up, how he always does. Um, and then he's like he does subliminal disses. That's a subliminal diss too to Earl Spence and to Terrence Crawford because, like I said, they listen to all of the YouTubers and things, the narratives that get pushed, right? The YouTube community has the Spence Crawford fight as the biggest fight in boxing, but there's no money for it. But yet, Conor McGregor can make more money by himself than the two fighters that arguably they say are pound for pound the two best fighters in the world. One guy's the A side. I'm just going off the narratives that's on YouTube. One guy sells, he does all. What do they say? How do they say it? The heavy lifting. Um, he has all the belts. Uh, he puts asses in the seats, and yet he's not even coming close to getting 160 maybe. Last time I checked, does Conor McGregor put asses in the seats? What is the biggest gate Conor McGregor fought in front of? What is the biggest gate, man? I know Conor McGregor destroys tour buses and shit like that and gets locked up in New York City, attacking tour buses, throwing trash cans and busting windows. But does he put asses in the seats like that to go on 160 million? Just saying, man. And this would be an exhibition, man. Like, this isn't for undisputed. This isn't for history, right? And him and Floyd fight again in a rematch that we already seen, and I was in Vegas for that. And Floyd carried him. That was like, you know what that was like? Shout out to my man NYT Dog, man. He was on early, my earlier one. That was like a WWF fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was scripted. Floyd carried him for I don't know how many rounds, and then he closed them out. Floyd came out in the ski mask. It was the heist of the century, the robbery. Are they about to do another robbery? Maybe Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford need to go out to the Middle East. Because if the Middle East is willing to give, allegedly, Conor McGregor 160 by himself, what would they be willing to pay the biggest fight in boxing? You know? Maybe they should explore that, man. But maybe they can't. You know, maybe Charlie, Charlie's Angels. Charlie's not gonna allow that, man. Y'all know who Charlie is, right? That's what I'm gonna start calling him now, man. Charlie. Y'all know who Charlie is, right? Charlie has the fighters. Charlie. Charlie and his angels, man. You don't ever see Charlie. You never see Charlie. For those of y'all that know what I'm talking about, man. Charlie's Angels, popular sitcom back in the day. They did the movie. Um, they did the movie. I can't. I don't want to throw out the wrong year, but they revamped it. Bill Murray. But Charlie used to always just be on the radio. The Angels. He had the fighters. You never seen Charlie. You never seen Charlie, man. We have a Charlie right now in the game, man. He has a lot of fighters. You never see him. He's always fight. and he's shout out to Charlie, man. Charlie's not allowing them to go to the Middle East to get that bread, I guess, man. You know, I think, yo, to be honest with you, truth be told, yo, Floyd and Charlie, man. They run the PBC, man. Floyd is not letting these guys make no type of big money, man. You know, they can fight for the what we like to call the bare minimum. You know, the bare minimum. They're not gonna see those the big bread, man. Because granted, man, a guy asked for between 30 and 20 million for the biggest fight in boxing. And you see the narratives and the networks, they came out and just shut that shit down fast, saying how the fight isn't big as Pacquiao and Mayweather, right? Didn't the guy say that? Steven Espinosa, he said that it's not as big as Mayweather Pacquiao. Then you had Tim Smith said they don't want to disrespect Terrence Crawford and offer him something that's disrespectful. But yet you see this right here, 160. That's disrespectful right there, man. This is an exhibition fight, man. Is this what is the real value of this fight of Mayweather and Conor McGregor a rematch? Like in all actuality, it's an exhibition fight. It's like remember when Rocky Balboa fought Hulk Hogan? You know that's what this is going to be again, man. This isn't for all the belts. This isn't for legacy. This isn't for history. It's an exhibition, man. But the biggest fight in boxing, man, they don't have half of that for these guys, man. Like I said, man, theoretically, just say both of them got 40 million. They don't even want to give my man half of that, man. Yeah, they said he was pricing himself out, asking for 20. Like, damn. They be wanting dudes to fight for scraps, bro. But then they want to hype it up and say it's the biggest fight in boxing. But they supposed to take, listen, they supposed to take 3 million guaranteed, and then you get all of these guys that'll push the narrative. Whoa, they made 17 million on the back end. They made 17 million on the back end. Did they? And I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you a pocket watcher." How is it pocket watching, right? When these are the numbers that's being reported, that's pushed out there. So all I'm doing is just speaking on. I'm like, it gotta make sense, man. It gotta make sense. Like I can't see an exhibition fight and a guy being guaranteed this type of money, but yet the biggest fight of boxing, the guy can't get 20 to 30 million. I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, what do I know? Like I said, that's what I said. What do I know? Saturday night, 10 p.m. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are from, right? Do they have that? Like I know Channel 5 up here in New York. They be like, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Yeah. If I had the TV on right now, that's what will come on Channel 5. They be like, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Facts, World Combat. World Combat says it's all about what he should take and what he shouldn't get. Yeah, man. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. They love to bash Bud, bro. But this man is they willing to give this man 160. Man, 160. They willing to give this man 160 for an exhibition. Like, man, that shit crazy, man. Crazy, man. That shit just, that mind boggled me today. I was like, yo, I said, yo, Floyd's a funny guy, man. I said, yo, Floyd is a funny guy, man. He throws a lot of shit in there for the ones that's woken and pay attention. he throws a lot of subliminal disses at guys, and he does this thing. Let me open this window up, man. There's some air circulating in here. I closed it a little bit because of all of the fucking damn fireworks, man. You know, but I'll open it back up now. Yeah, my daughters are probably asleep now. It's nice and quiet again. They came back fighting, man. They always, I don't know. And then they go in my room, right? They go in my room. They got their own room. They want to go in my room. Debo, my bed. You know, that's why I'm out here in the living room chilling. Just relaxing. But they go in Debo, my room, right? They have their own setup, right? They'd be in their room, right? And then they go and take over my room, you know, take over my fire stick. They got a fire stick in their room. They take over my fire stick. Like that's why I said I let them crash out and burn out, and then I go in my room and I take over the fire stick once they're asleep. Right now I can't. They have on their YouTube shows, Matt and Rebecca, and you have your own room, but yet you want to garner my room, you know? I'm looking at my Muhammad Ali poster. Man, Ali was one of my favorites, man. The GOAT, man. I had the privilege of interviewing his grandson a couple of times. I got a dope picture of his grandson. Let me see. Do I still have that up there on my let me see. It might be up here. Nah, I don't. I took it down. I took it down, man. But I got this one, man. My photography game is next to none right now, man. This is one of my favorite picks right here. Look at me and the guys, man. That's Larry Wade and Robesi. Ares, the train. Yes, that is the train, man. Look, this is his trainer. Man, look at my photo game is getting good, man. It's getting good. Yo, these are pictures that, like I said, when I relocate to the South, and I have a section of the house that is just mine. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a nice section that is mine, right? I'm gonna blow some of these pictures up, man. Especially this one right here, man. I'm I'm definitely gonna blow this one up right here with these guys right here, man. This is history, man. These are some world class teacher trainers right here, man. Al Mitchell, you know, Andre Rozier. We are in the hurt business. Yes. Dope picture right there, man. It was a time, right, when I was, I consider myself a ghetto journalist, right? It was a time, right, when they used to tell me, yo, you can't take pictures with the fighters and things of that nature. That's unprofessional. I don't care no more. I take them now, man. Especially with my new equipment, man. If I get an opportunity to take a picture with a legend or icon, man, I take them now, man. I take them, man. Look, that's me and Uncle Coach Terry right there, man. I posted my interview with Coach Terry from back in the day. Look at me, man. You can't tell me I ain't a photographer now, man. You know, I found another passion. The photography game. I was taking a picture of Jihad Tucker right here with that picture of Ali. If you ever been to the garden, see, Man, I'm blessed, man. Like through my journey with this media and media marketing, I've been having access to a lot of stuff like behind the scenes. Yeah, we was on the floor at Madison Square Garden in the tunnel where the Knicks, where the Knicks walk out of, right? And in that tunnel, they have the pictures of like events that took place at Madison Square Garden. They have a picture of Ali and Frazier when they fought at the Garden back in the day. I have the picture on my IG. That's when I was snapping it of Jihad right there. And shout out to my man Ron. Ron, the videographer. He snapped me. S- Snapping Jihad, man. See, those are priceless moments, priceless moments, man. That was the victory right there. Shout out to Profit and the sponsors, Yolanda Embroidery. Yeah, that was the victory right there. You know why I took this picture right here? It wasn't because my name is on his trunks. It was because this was like my Rocky moment, man. Remember when Rocky he fought the Russian, right? I think it was the Rocky with Tommy Guns and his trainer. He had the trunks. This was my thing right here, man. I took a picture of the trunks at the suite after the victory. You know, Jihad did his thing that night, man. 8-0 now, man. 5 KOs. This was his third fight of the year. I think I hit my man up. I told him our next date. I can't release it yet, but it's gonna be a special card again. Um, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, man. I've been to a lot of fights this year, man. That's how I said you are blessed, man. I've been to uh, all four Jihad's fights since October. He fought in October, then he fought in January, he fought in March, and then he fought June. I've been to all of those. Um, God is good. I'm blessed. I've been to the upset of the year, Gambosa's Tiafimo. I was at the Richard Comey Lomachenko fights. Uh, I was at the chaos at the Barclays, the event. Uh, you know, how many fights have you actually been to, man? We're gonna change topic a little bit, man. Like how Combat be saying, man. A lot of you guys are gonna be reporting on quote unquote the biggest fight in boxing, but how many are you gonna actually attend it? You know, like you got guys right now, man, that they talk boxing all day long, right? But they don't be at no events, none, none. And some of these events be in their backyard, right? They backyard, man. They don't even cover them, man. They are so just comfortable with doing this right here, like sitting on a couch and discussing. Why not get out there, hit the pavement, hit the trenches, hit the front line, man? So when I speak on certain things, man, it's because I'm on the front line. Like I just said, did you just peep the amount of fights that I said I've been to? And this is the 6th month. We're going into the 7th month now, right? The 7th month, July just officially kicked off. But did you just witness how many fights I said I've been to? Some of these guys haven't been to one event. One event, man. They haven't covered an event, man. But yet they talk about boxing every single day. They put up thumbnails every single day. But they're not at one event, not one fight. Go figure, man. That's why, watch how I tie this all back up. That is why shit like this can happen. Because majority of the people that talk about boxing on YouTube are so far away from the game, are so far away from the game, right? Shout out to my brother. Yo, I was just watching his show, man. Yo, my guy, Reggie Owens, man. Yeah, he be tearing your ass up, Fred, man. Definitely check out Reggie, man. Subscribe to his channel. You know, brother's super educated, man. He brings it, man. He definitely brings it. But yes, that is why they can pull this off right here, man. And this guy can get offered 160 million because the narratives that we get pushed on YouTube, right? Most of the guys that push the narratives on YouTube that have the algorithms on YouTube, they're not at events, man. They're not at the fights. They're not at the fights. So when they tell you this fight is big and that fight is big, the industry laughs at them, man, because they're like, yo, how do you know what fights are big? How do you know who's putting asses in the seats? Your ass ain't even in the seats. Motherfucker, I stole it. You know what I'm saying? Rick Glazer's voice, man. Y'all out here probably most likely stealing the pay-per-view, man. But then you have the audacity to tell people that certain fights are the biggest fights in boxing, but you're not at the fights. So how do you know? You're not covering the events. So how did you know? You know? But hey, what do I know? What do I know? I know I can't wait to see my man Polo. July 30th, I definitely will be in attendance at the Barclays. He's fighting Rance Bartholomew. You know, he's another one. See, we don't speak on him enough, man. He's another one with a perfect knockout ratio. Gary Antoine Russell, undefeated fighter, man. 140. He has a perfect KO ratio, man. And he's gonna be making his move pretty soon, man. You know, that 140 is kind of stacked, man. I seen Regis. Shout out to Regis. I was talking with his strength and conditioning coach, my guy Fitness Evans, man. We was kicking it. Yo, that's crazy that they got these guys fighting for vacant belts and he's not even in the mix. You know, yo, the game is politics, man. The game is politics, man. The game is definitely politics. Yeah, I know. I definitely know my daughters is out cold, man. They are out. It's too quiet now. It's too quiet. But I'm glad they're sleeping. So then when I go in the room, I can take over the TV. You know, like I said, they have their own room, but they always debo my room, man. You know, they always debo my room, man. But that's what I pray for. You know, like back in the day, I remember being a single man, having my bachelor pad, right? And I always was like, yo, man, I used to just be lonely, right? But I used to be like, man, I want a family. And now I got that. Like, so, see, certain things, the simple things in life are some of the biggest rewards because, like I just said, how they're in my room, in my bed, that makes you feel wealthy and rich at night, man. Knowing that you have kids and a wife and people that love you. When all else fails, right? Having a family and people that love you is some of the best feelings in the world, man. Like I said, today they was gone. I didn't even know how to function, man. Because I'm so used to having them with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and today I got a break and I didn't even know how to function. I never made it to the gas station, go get a cold one. Cause I'm like, I just drove around a little bit. I had some fun today though, man. I got out, like I was riding, you know, but then I just didn't know how to function, man. Like I haven't been kid free in a while. Like for those that know, they know, man. Like when I cover these events and I'm at the fights, they're with me. They're with me in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So today was different, man. I didn't have them. Shout out to Andrea. I appreciate that, Andrea. Andrea came and got them. You know. Yeah, I'm reading the text, man. Hopefully, right? Let's get back on topic, man. Hopefully Floyd stops throwing shit in the game, right? That's what he did today, man. He threw some shit in the game with this right here, man. Saying he's willing to offer Conor McGregor a buck 60. A buck 60, man. That's crazy, man. He really be subliminally just slapping Earl Spence in the face, bro. Yeah, yeah. He be slapping them dudes in the face, man. With his shit, man. I'm telling you, man. That was a slap in the face, man. He said he's willing to give this guy 160 million, right? But the biggest fight in boxing, listen, they ain't gonna get nowhere close to that, man. And they letting you know that because they said that Terrence Crawford is outpricing himself, asking for between 30 and 20 million, man. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. I just want to put that out there, man. I had to put that out there tonight, man. I just want it's things that make you go, pay attention, man. You know, things that make you go, Let me go check on my babies. I know they out cold right now. Messiah is still up. Messiah, you still up? Rain is asleep though. You still up? Got your headphones on? Okay. Messiah got a nice little room, man. She hooked her room up, man, but they in my room. I don't know what for. You know? Got a nice you got your own room. Why do you need to be in my room? Huh? That's my babies, man. You know, that is my babies. Even the dog, Daffodil, like Daffodil, they all just Debo my stuff, man. They just Debo. They have their own room, their own setup, and they Debo my room all the time, man. I remember I set up my desk, right? I set my desk up in there. That's where I used to usually do the podcast, right? Once I set it up nice and I had, I got my microphone and the things I had to set up nice. Yeah, they just took it over, man. That's why you see now when I do my podcast, I'm rocking out off my phone again, man. I don't mind it because that's how I started. I came in the game. I was on my phone, man. I did a Boots Ennis interview off my phone. I did a who else? Evan Holyfield off my phone. Um, Gary Antonio Russell off my phone. Buddy McGirt off my phone, man. You know, who else did I do off my phone? Bernie the Boxer off my phone. I was interviewing a lot of these guys off my phone, man. So and I like having rocking with the phone, man. Like I do miss my desk. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you see, they just Debo the room, so I can't even really do nothing about it, man. You know? But yeah, salute to Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Definitely subscribe to him. Very educated brother. Salute to World Combat Sports. Definitely subscribe to him, man. We're gonna wrap this up, man. Pay attention to what's going on, man. They got 160 million for exhibition. For exhibition, but yet the biggest fight in boxing, the 2 pound for pound best fighters in the world can't get a third of that combined. And they all putting their asses in the seats. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this sauce tonight, man. Like I said, always keep God first. And uh, like I said, don't worry about the naysayers, right? The naysayers. Don't worry about the naysayers. Just do you. And when you think they're not watching and listening, trust and believe they are watching and listening. And not only are they watching and listening, they're moving like Flash from the Five Heartbeats. How Eddie Kane told him, "You want my spot, Flash?" Yeah, they want your spot. So don't let them trick you out of your spot, man. Just continue to grow and glow, and you know, keep your eye on the prize. And Fight date will be dropping soon for Jihad Tucker, man. We know the date already, but we just gotta let the promotional companies drop it first. But it's a big card. Just know that we are on another big card, man. We are on another big card, man. And I quote the Ohio players, right? The Ohio players said it. Heaven must be like this. Salute to everybody, man. Continue to grow and do your thing, man. You know the vibes. I holla.